Hi everyone, in my last video I started a data structure series, and in that video I discussed what is data structure. And in the second video I will be discussing various types of data structures, how they looks like and what are their applications. So before coming to today's topic, I just want to tell you guys that if you guys like this video or if you got some useful and valuable information from this video, then click on like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and if you guys have any questions, then let me know in the comment section. Now let us start our discussion. In my previous video itself, I had told you that there are two types of data structures which comes under non-primitive data structures, and those are linear and non-linear data structures. In linear data structure, we have four types: arrays, stacks, queues, and linked list. Now we'll see array data structures first. Okay, so array is one of the data structure in which the data of same type will be stored in contiguous manner or in a sequential manner. So as you can see here, this is the structure of an array which hold 6 elements, and each and every of these elements are organized or arranged in a sequential manner. Okay, and each and every element of this array will be accessed with its own index. As you can see here, the index is mentioned above the array starting from 0 to 5, and array has various operations. Like you can perform various operations on array, like insert an item at the beginning of the array, inserting an item at the end of the array, and then inserting an item in middle or at any particular position between the array. And the same types of operations we can perform for delete as well as update, and we can perform search and display operations on arrays. So these are the various operations that one can perform on the array. And what are the applications of arrays? So we can use arrays to store data, and then we can use array to perform complex algorithms like searching and sortings, and we can also use arrays to perform data analysis. Okay, so this is a very quick discussion on array. Now let us move ahead to discuss a second type of data structure, which is stack. So stack works on the principle of last in first out, and this is the design of a stack. So first time when you pushed an item, that gets pushed at the bottom of the stack, then 20, second item, then third item 30, and fourth item 40. Okay, and when it comes to remove or pop the item from the stack, the recent item gets popped out first. That is what the meaning of LIFO, last in first out. Okay, the recently pushed item will get popped from the stack first, and it has various operations like push, which means adding or inserting an item into the stack, and we have pop, which means taking or deleting an item from the stack, and then we have display, that means traversing the entire stack and displaying each and every item of the stack. Now when it comes to applications of the stack, we have various applications like evaluating expressions from infix to prefix, prefix to postfix, and we can use stack to perform recursive function calls, and we can also use the stack to perform undo operation in editors, text editors. Okay, so now let us move to the third type of linear data structure, which is queue. Queue works on the principle of first in first out. Whichever element gets enqueued or inserted inside the queue first, that item will going to dequeue or deleted from the queue first. Okay, here you can see we have two labels here, front and rear. An item always enqueued inside the queue from the rear side, and an item always dequeued from the queue from the front side. And when it comes to perform various operations on the queue, we have operations like enqueue, that means adding an item inside the queue. We have dequeue, that means deleting an item from the queue, and we have display, that means traversing and displaying all the items of the queue. And applications like we can perform CPU scheduling and then print queue. These are the various applications of queue. Now let us move ahead to discuss the fourth type of linear data structure, which is linked list. In linked list we have three types: singly linked list, doubly linked list and then circular linked list. And circular linked list is further divided into two types: circular singly linked list and then circular doubly linked list. So this is the design of a linked list. This is a singly linked list. A linked list is made up with various nodes, and each and every node is made up with two parts. First part is the data part, next part is the address part. So this data part holds the information and the next part holds the address of the next node present inside the memory. So as you can see here, this is the first node and this node is pointing to the next node. That means the address of this node will be stored inside this part of the first node. Like this, each and every previous node will be pointing to the next node present inside the memory. Since there is no further node present at the end, that's why the next part of the last node will point to null. So this is the design of a singly linked list, and this is the design of a doubly linked list. So the doubly linked list has two parts: next part and previous part. So each and every node of a doubly linked list is made up with three parts. First one is data part, then left part and right part, or the next part or previous part. So in the previous part of every node, it will contain the address of the previous node, and the next part of every node will contain the address of the next node. So like this, we will be having two pointers for each and every node. First pointer will be pointing to the previous node, address of the previous node, and then second pointer will be pointing to the address of the next node. Since we don't have any node here, that's why the next part of the last node will be pointing null. So this is doubly linked list. Now we have circular linked list. As I have said, in the circular linked list I have singly circular linked list and doubly circular linked list. This is the design of a singly circular linked list. Singly circular linked list is almost similar to the singly linked list, except one difference, that is here the last node, the next part of the last node will point back to the first node. Okay, that's the only difference between singly linked list and singly circular linked list. Now let us see the doubly linked list, circular doubly linked list. Circular doubly linked list is also almost similar to the doubly linked list, except that the next part of the last node will be pointing to the previous part of the first node, and then the previous part of the first node will be pointing to the next part of the last node in the form of a circle. Okay, so these are the various types of linked list and the design of them. Next, operations. We can perform various operations like inserting a node at the beginning, inserting a node at the end, or inserting a node somewhere in between the list. And the same kind of operations we can perform with respect to delete and update, and we can perform search and display the list as well. So we can use the linked list to perform dynamic memory allocation and to perform memory management. Now let us move ahead to discuss the types of non-linear data structure. In non-linear data structures we have three types: trees, graphs and hash tables. Okay, so tree, as you can see here, tree is made up with various nodes, and these nodes are connected with each other with edges. Okay, so these are called as edges and these are called as nodes. Whenever we want to store the data in a hierarchical manner, that time we can make use of tree data structure. And what operations we can perform? Similar kind of operations we can perform: creating a node of a tree, then searching a specific node in a tree, deleting a node, updating a node. So all these operations we can perform. And when it comes to applications, yes, first application I have already told, whenever there is a need to store the data inside the system in a hierarchical manner, at that time we can use tree data structure, and we can also use the tree data structure to perform complex searching algorithms and addressing networking problems as well. Now the second type of non-linear data structure is graph. So graph is one of the data structure in which data will be stored in the form of nodes, and each and every of these nodes will be connected with each other with the help of edges. Okay, so there will be a relationship between each and every node present in the graph. Okay, we can perform various operations like same create a node of a graph and deleting, updating, searching, all those things. And we can use the graph data structure to implement complex network design. Okay. Now the last one is hash tables. So a hash table is one of the data structures in which the information will be stored in the form of key and value pairs. So this data structure allows a fast way of accessing the information based on the keys. So there will be a hash function, and that hash function will map these keys with the appropriate values, and it allows us to retrieve the data as fast as possible. So the application of this data structure is we can use it in database indexing. So these are various types of data structures which comes under linear and non-linear types and their applications. So I hope you guys have understood all these data structures and their various operations. So that's all for this video, guys. If you guys like this video, then click on like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and if you guys have any questions, then let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching.